Yo, you guys, this is Blacklist of the Abyss, and you're watching my review for Tokyo Ravens episode 13. And this episode focused a lot on the relationship between Harutora and Hokuto slash Natsume. Um, and I just wanted to talk about that first. Throughout the episode, we see a bunch of Hokuto flashbacks that Harutora is having. And he's kind of just remembering Hokuto's feelings for him, his feelings for her, and he's trying to figure out whether or not, like, if Natsume is in fact Hokuto, he's trying to figure out if his feelings for Hokuto would transfer to Natsume. Like, he's trying to figure out if he feels the same way about Natsume as he does about Hokuto. All right, and he's things between him and Natsume are kind of awkward right now because she's kind of feeling the same way. She's not sure if she should, in fact, tell Harutora that she was Hokuto because she's not sure if his feelings for Hokuto would, his feelings for her would be the same as his feelings for Hokuto. Right? So, I kind of liked these scenes throughout the episode with their relationship being developed. We also got these quotes from Yakusuchi Mikado. I'm assuming that all of the quotes are from him. We know for a fact that the first one was, but I'm just going to assume that the other ones were as well. And the ones I want to talk about specifically are that first one and also the last one, where he says that he pretty much says that the heart of magic is lies. And he also says that the most frightening lie is a lie that deceives oneself. So, and the reason why that last quote comes up is because Harutora, he starts to worry about if he's wrong. If he's wrong about Natsume being Hokuto. Because if he is wrong, then he doesn't want their current relationship to change. He wants them to continue to be friends. If you say so, if he tells Natsume that he likes Hokuto, and he asks if she is Hokuto, and she says no, that's kind of going to change their relationship permanently because, well, maybe not permanently, but for at least a decent amount of time, because Natsume is going to know that he has feelings for another girl, okay, and I'm sure that Harutora thinks that, well, maybe he doesn't, because he's dense. I was going to say that he might know that Natsume's feelings for him. Therefore, if Natsume isn't Hokuto and she finds out that he has feelings for another girl, that would make things awkward between them because she knows that he doesn't like her, but he likes someone else. But maybe he doesn't know that she likes him because he, like I said, he's dense, so you never really know. But in the case that he doesn't know about her, because he doesn't know about her liking him, I guess his worry would come from the fact that Natsume would realize that Harutora sees her in a way where she is similar to the girl that he had feelings for. And that would mean that he potentially has feelings for her as well. And being in a relationship, being friends with someone and having them tell you that they kind of have that would mess with their relationship. I don't really think I need to go into details of that, but he doesn't want to ask. He doesn't want to ask Natsume if she's Hokuto because he doesn't want to risk being wrong and changing their relationship because he does like the way that their relationship is right now. He likes the way things are, but if she is in fact Hokuto, then he wants to change it for the better and not make it worse. Right? So he's fine with settling with the way things are, but if possible, he would want things to be better. Right? So yeah, and that's why that quote about no lie, deceiving oneself and everything. That's why that quote came up, and it's actually interesting. Just thinking about it. The heart of magic is lies, and the most frightening lies are the ones that deceive oneself. Would that mean that the the bigger the lie, or if you lie to yourself, would that affect your magic in a positive way? Lies that have When you lie to if the heart of magic is lies, and you're lying to yourself, is that a type of would that make your magic stronger, or would it make your magic hurt you in some way? I'm actually kind of interested to see if these quotes are just a bunch of nonsense, or if they're actually relevant. Um, because we see at the end of the episode, actually, Doma and Ashia, this guy just walks up to Onmyo Prep, and he's got a bunch of Tsuchigumo with him, and Harutora, he actually senses him before even Kon shows up, right? And we see that his cheek, that star on his cheek that makes him a familiar, that starts to glow. So maybe it does affect your magic in a positive way. Who knows? But then again, there's also a chance that, like I said, it's just a bunch of nonsense that they wrote there to try to make the scene more important. But who knows? Um, I it's they're building up the moment where Natsume and Harutora finally realize each other's feelings, which they will do by realizing that Natsume is Hokuto. Well, that would be Harutora's realization, not Natsume. She already knows, obviously, but they're building up those two moments, and not exactly sure when they'll happen, because the episode, it's kind of going to get postponed a little bit now. But now, even so, I still liked it. I like these serious moments where the relationship gets developed. I'm a sucker for a well-developed romance. So the fact that they're going through the trouble, well, not the trouble, but the fact that they're actually putting in the effort to develop their relationship, I actually do like that. Um, and that's a lot of the episode, really. I mean, I already mentioned how Doman Ashia, he showed up at the school. The reason he's showing up at the school is because he created these black spell tags, and he kind of just sent them off in different places. One of them went to the Onmyo agency, turned into this owl, and it told them that he's going to be going after the Raven coat. Right, so they I think around seven of them, I think. Seven of the 12 divine generals have this big meeting about it, and it's I actually like. Oh, I can't really say like I didn't really care that much, to be honest. I thought it was cool to see some of the divine generals, but we've seen most of them already. And the part that I technically liked was the fact that I was right about Miyachi being one of the divine generals. It turns out that Mari girl is also one of them, which we didn't know her name before, but now we do. She was one of them too. We see Genji too, Kyoko's father. So that, well, we don't see his face, but we see the back of his head. His voice I didn't really care for, but whatever, not that big of a deal. They have this meeting, and they come up with this strategy, and it focuses mainly on defending the Onmyo agency. And Kogure, he's trying to get Miyachi to get Amami and Genji to send some protection over to the school as well, because he heard the rumor about what the Raven Code at the Onmyo agency being a replica and the real one being at Onmyo Prep. And Miyachi says, just trust Amami, trust Genji, trust the director. They're it's a risk that they need to take, so just trust their plan pretty much. And I don't know. This might just be me, but I kind of got the feeling that Miyachi isn't trustworthy. I don't. Maybe it was the music. I don't know, but he was kind of surprised to hear that. I don't know if he was surprised to hear about there being a replica, though the replica being at the Onmyo agency specifically. I don't know if he was surprised about that, or if he was surprised that Kogure knew about it. But I don't know. I just got the feeling that he's not trustworthy here. It might just be nothing. It probably is nothing, but I just figured I'd mention it anyway. I just got this feeling that he's not trustworthy. But yeah. Actually, before I move on, let me quickly mention that there was actually development with Tenma in this episode, which it's very needed. It's much needed development for him because he's probably the guy that people care the least about, me included. I know I don't care about him, right? But we hear that he's the successor to this old Onmyo family, and he's got these self-confidence issues. He's not really sure if he has what it takes to become successor, and he had this little conversation with Ultimo about it as well. We learned that his parents have died already, but before they died, they created this company called Witchcraft Corporation, and they pretty much revolutionized the way familiars are used and who can use them, how they're used. They're geniuses, I guess you could say. They were geniuses. They did stuff that people didn't even think could be done. So he has a lot to live up to, right? And he's just worried that he won't be able to live up to. He's worried he won't be able to fill their shoes, pretty much. Yeah, and he's kind of just depressed. I won't say throughout the episode because he wasn't even in most of the episode, but he's depressed and he's heading back home in the rain, and he actually ends up meeting Hirata, Atsune Hirata, and Hirata makes up this reason for why he's there. But the real reason he's there is because he wants to put one of those black spell tags on Tenma. So that's something to look out for in the next couple episodes. But yeah, back to where I was talking about before. After that meeting, after that conversation with Miyachi and Kokure, we see Mio talking with Amami through an eagle, and she hints at the fact that she knows about which Ravencoat is the real Ravencoat, but in the end, she doesn't really give anything away. But she does end up calling Ultimo and a few other practical skills teachers together to form some type of plan. So I guess since Amami and Genji aren't sending any protection over like Kogure wanted, she's forming her own party to defend the school, which so far they haven't done anything because the next day, Domo and Ash. Well, first he has Tsuchigumo's attacking the Onmyo agency as well, but he also has a bunch of them attacking the school, and he's there as well, right? So this is the way this episode ended. It really has me looking forward to the next episode. It really does. It really does. I was I was really excited when I saw him show up there with the Tsuchigumo and Harutora, the mark on his cheek glowing and everything. I was getting excited. I was disappointed when I saw the ending starting to play, but yeah, that's how it ends. There's this one scene in there. I don't know why the scene was in here, but there's this scene of Harutora and Natsume talking with Suzu, that Lalakon girl. Right? I don't remember if we had heard her name before then, but if we haven't, now we know. Her first name is Suzu. Actually, I think we might have gotten it last episode. Who knows? But oh, I can go back and check, but I'm too lazy to do that right now. Yeah, there's this conversation with her. I really don't know what point there was. Just to confirm that Natsume knows her now, I guess. I mean, other than that, they didn't accomplish anything. She wants to be called, like, little girl lover, senior, something like that. I don't know. I didn't really care that much for the scene. I didn't really see the point of it. It's just to introduce her to Natsume. Whatever. Other than that, that's pretty much it for the episode. I don't think I missed anything. Yeah, I think that's it. But like I said, I'm looking forward to the next episode, and I thought this one was pretty freaking good. And just the development with Harutora and Natsume's relationship, the flashbacks with Hokuto, I actually thought those were pretty good. They were added at the right times. I really liked that one scene where both of them are just sitting in their rooms, lying on their beds, just thinking about what they should do, when they should do it, how they should do it. I really like that scene in particular. I made it my thumbnail too. Or at least I'm going to make it my thumbnail once because it's too late for me to sit here and wait for this video to actually go up to YouTube, so I'm just gonna go to bed while it's being rendered and uploaded and everything. And then whenever I get up and whenever I make it to my laptop is when I'll change the thumbnail. But yeah, so when I eventually change the thumbnail, it's going to be to that picture with Harutora and Natsume lying on their beds just thinking and introspecting, you know. But yeah, back to what I was saying before. I thought this episode was really good. There was that stuff plus the progression of the story with Domo and Ashiya, the meeting of the 7 of the 12 divine generals, plus Hirata was there too. Development for Tenma. So actually, I'll say this was a great episode. I was going to give it an 8.5, but I'll actually give it a 9 now. Because there was a lot of great stuff going on in this episode. So yeah, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. But that's it for now, you guys. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.